Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. So we're doing a stream with the Analogue Pocket and we're going to be testing out arcade games. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this, right, so I like using the 8-bit though wireless, like, you know, the one that's got RF and 2.4 gigahertz as well as Bluetooth. So I've got one of them. I've put a Samwa stick in there. I've also put Samwa buttons in there. But what I did was it was an offer on Amazon, right? And it was like it was close. How much was it? It was £60, £59.99. And I thought, you know what, it'll be worth picking up another one because, for example, now when friends of mine come around, I kind of have like one wired stick, one other stick. Now this is a great stick. I like the stick. There's the main criticism with it is when I'm playing fighting games, I don't find there enough space on the left hand side of the stick for my hand to rest, and it ends up a little bit troublesome. So, but I've been using the Samwa modded one. I do remember when I first got it and I tried it, I didn't actually think the stick was bad. So if anyone actually went to the arcade, right, do you remember when you played the arcade machine and the sticks weren't perfect but you could pull your moves on them? It's the best way to describe it. It's not as good as Samwa, right, but it is a darn good stick. So I'm trying the vanilla one, vanilla buttons and the vanilla stick, and I'll decide whether to upgrade it or not. I've got spare Samwa buttons lying around that I took out of an old stick that I got rid of, but I would need to buy another Samwa stick. I think I've got a spare one lying around, but I think that one's a little bit temperamental. So let's get some games going. We'll start with an absolute classic arcade game, and this one here is Rastan. And guys, the soundtrack, I just absolutely love it. So this is, I'm pretty sure it's a public release. So wow, okay, so some of the stuff you guys are going to see will be, okay, I wanted to do my buttons. What's up with my buttons? Okay, I completely messed up my buttons. Right, never mind. We'll get through. Okay, good thing is on the Analogue Pocket, buttons are really easy to do. So slash jump, okay, and we're good, right? Yep, that's good now. This is at least the most comfortable way that I find these buttons, and this is a great arcade game. So the core developer on this is Hotego. He brought it out for the Mister originally. It's probably out for like MIDI and Mister, the City and the Mister as well, but they're not really FPGAs that I have. So beyond getting some kind of news or updates on them, you know, I don't try stuff on there firsthand. However, so this is a great one. I'm pretty sure this is out like public now. I can never remember because I'm a Patreon subscriber of Hotego, so you know I update every so often and everything just kind of turns up there, right? So like now I should have Pac-Mania on here. I just did an update, so we should have Commando on here, right, which is the new beta that was released on Friday. And as well as that, wow, dying there, guys, I'm trying something a little different here as well. I always have chat open to absolutely anyone, but I've just done the chat to the subscribers. It's just more of an experiment for myself to see what kind of chat levels we get. Is everyone subscribed, or have I got people dropping in and dropping out? Either way, it's kind of interesting. I know it's also a random time for a stream, right? Like, you know, for me this is 2:30 in the afternoon on Sunday, so for me it's actually a decent time. But I know in you know, around half of my audience is from the USA, or like at least 40 to 50%. So you guys might have it like really early in the morning, but I do like that I've got people from all around the world, right? New Zealand, Australia, Philippines, Mexico. I mean, like, wow, it's amazing to think how far, you know, this live streaming stuff goes. I really do enjoy it. Sometimes, but even last night I wanted to live stream, but then I thought, let me make a Saturn video because the core's been updated, and had a few friends of mine, Andy D and Philly, kind of put me onto like a whole bunch of hidden gems on the Saturn, and I was like, okay, I've got to check this out, right? I've got to see it. It's like the best weapon in the game. But there's traps everywhere, right? You jump down, you jump on a family of skeletons, and like a lizard man dancing. A lot of enemies on this. I really want Rastan 2 to come out. I know it's terrible, but I like it. You know, I've never actually bothered learning what the different power-ups are in here. You know, I don't want to get that axe. I've got like a fire sword, man. I mean, look how cool that is. And this is one of those games that definitely benefits a lot from a CRT, right? Look at that. Cheap shots down there, man. Whoa! Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, someone say something in the comments. If obviously you would need to be subscribed to the channel, but like I said, it is a little bit of an experiment, so interested in kind of checking that out. There's some so back in the arcade, you used to get some very skillful people. Okay, guys, if anyone wants to see anything, let me know in the comments below, guys. If not, I'm going to keep running with different arcade games. So Analogue Pocket is excellent. We've got so many arcade games on there. And you know what, guys? I absolutely love my arcade stuff. I hope everybody, all of you guys, are having like an absolute wholesome, awesome Sunday. Sunday's a good day to rest. I kind of got up today. My wife's away. My wife spoils me, right? She does a lot of the cleaning around the house. She kind of really does spoil me, right? So, right, let's do Bad Dudes Dragon Ninja while I talk. So I got up and, you know, done like a whole bunch of laundry, done a whole bunch of cleaning, done a bunch of hoovering. And you know what? That stuff is a good endorphin release, right? You know, cleaning really helps, right? If you're ever down and you're in your house a lot, get up and start cleaning. It just really does make you feel, well, a lot happier. So this game here, we gotta save the president, guys. Let's make sure the buttons are done. This is one thing I do like about the Analogue Pocket as well. It's very easy to do the buttons, right? It would be nice to have a little bit more choice. Definitely would be nice to have a little bit more choice. But, you know, especially for like the 2-player kind of controller, but hopefully that will come in firmware updates. So, hey guys, if you're just tuning in, let's do some arcade games. Requests are welcome. After Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, what I can do is I can go through a list of the arcade games that are on here, and we can pick one. Like, I'm good with it. Yeah, so guys, yes, okay, I'm not getting anything in chat, which is very weird. Like, someone out there, just say hello. So I know it's kind of working. Like I said, I tried that subscriber only thing. So I just wanted to see how that kind of works. I'm pretty sure at least one of you guys will be subscribed. So just say hello and we'll work it out. So guys, I used to play this in the arcade quite a bit, right? And like, I never realized, like, I actually even forget now, like the way you do moves it's kind of weird. Like, actually, I've kind of forgot how to do some of the moves now. So it's like different. Yeah, here you go. So you hold down jump. Yeah, so like down and punch is just the punch like that, right? But if you hold down jump, if you go holding down jump and then you press punch, it unlocks a different move set, right? See, look, jumping kick normal, hold down jump, press left and right, he does that one. So it's very interesting, the move set that you've got here. I didn't actually know all this stuff in the arcade, you know. This is something I kind of found out an emulation after. You know what it is? You also, whenever you see a parking meter, right, in a game, you just kind of want to, well, you want to punch it, right? The special kind of move is good, the punch. However, you can only release it if you're in neutral, right? If you move and do it, it just nullifies it. So I guess you can kind of use that to your advantage, but I would kind of like it if it came out, right? And your health things in here are actually cans of Pepsi. That guy's beefy with a sword, right? Really good how like the ninjas appear, right? And a little bit of trivia here, something I found out when I did the Analogue Pocket release video was Karnov. So Karnov is another game by Data East, and that boss there is actually Karnov. So a big shout out to actually DJ Hardrich for pointing that out to me. Really good soundtrack as well. See it? I kind of pressed see, there you go. If I add the direction press there. Oh man, got to make sure I do it from neutral. Okay, I can kind of feel this stick already. It's definitely not as good as a Samuel stick. It's not a bad stick though. Come on. I'm bad. Yo, wicked, nice one. Nice one, Pescadero, nice one. At least I know chat is kind of working. Appreciate that. Like a random stream, guys. I wanted to do it. To be honest, I wanted to test out this stick, and that's why I kind of done this stream. I thought, while I test it out, why not play some stuff? And yeah, and this is just a wicked game. Kind of reminds me of, like, remember that movie? I always mention it when I play this, American Ninja, right? And I always say it when I play this game and I stream. I'm like, I need to watch American Ninja again, man. You know about the American Ninja, the one that could catch the arrows with his hand like a proper badass, man. I remember watching that stuff as kids and just absolutely loving it. I need to kind of watch that again just to see how well or how badly has that thing actually aged. Another thing I recommend, guys, like if you're finding you're playing arcade games, you're not quite performing the way you were, and you're like, one of the things to get, okay, so one of the big things is play it on an FPGA machine, right? And you're going to feel that, okay, you know what, the response time, everything's just so much better, right? Then the other thing is play it on an arcade stick. You'll find that you'll just perform better on certain games because you're playing it on an arcade stick. Now, stuff like Street Fighter or the later Street Fighters where you actually need to know some advanced combos, that might be a little bit tricky. But games where you're just doing left, right, and you're kind of attacking. I don't know what the best attack is in this game. It's flying kick's pretty good. You just hold down the jump button and you pick a direction and you press left and right. Seems to be going all right. Ooh, this was my favorite weapon in this, the nunchuck. It had the knife as well, but I thought the nunchuck was good. It had a nice bit of range on there, right? More range than Mariah Carey. Oh, okay. Hopefully you guys are hearing some of the sound because it's kind of different game to game, so I have to keep like adjusting it. So, yeah, cool. Right, awesome. Very good soundtrack. Second stage soundtrack, very, very good. Funny, right? It's so little, this guy. Can I just spam in? Oh, maybe I can. No, he killed me. But I got another life. Can I fly and kick him? Will it miss him? It goes above him. Oh, he got me. Okay, that must be all. That's quite generous though, right? Default setting with yeah, default settings with 3 lives. So that was fairly generous, right? So now let's quit this and let's have a look at the arcade games. Yo, TB Adventures, how you doing? Yeah, the soundtrack for this is amazing. The only little part I don't like, which is a little bit deafening at times, right? You know, when you start the game and it's got that going, that can do your head in a bit, right? Especially when you got it loud. But it was good in the arcade, right? It's just how it worked. Now, arcade, the way stuff is categorized on here, we'll go arcade first, right? But then a lot of the Hotego multi-cores like CPS1 that hold a big variety of games will be kind of like separate. So stuff's indexed a little bit different. I kind of prefer the Mister where you've got all the separate titles on one. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do that, right, on the Analogue Pocket, but you'd have to kind of start adjusting the back end. Maybe that's something I can request and kind of get done. But guys, there's a good bunch of games on here, and if you want to see anything, yeah, wicked. This trunk is dude's brand, wicked. Right, so it's a whole bunch of games here. We've got some oldie goldies, right? Stuff before my time, stuff that Obsidian.ev has brought out. Actually, I spoke to Roland King as well earlier, the one that brought us the Jailbreak core. He's working on the Athena core, so if that's a game you guys liked, that's a game that should be coming out for the Analogue Pocket in the future. I think they're just kind of finishing up on it. So we've got some decent games here, guys. Some decent arcade games. MX5000, that's the shmup, right? But I keep thinking it's like a different computer, right? Like it sounds like a computer, doesn't it? MX5000, Pang, Super Pang, Performan. I think that's one of Anton Gale's cores. Big shout out to Anton Gale, who should be releasing the Xcity 2 core soon. I think it's just a matter of time, right, before he kind of releases it. So am I getting any requests, guys? If not, I'm gonna randomly pick one. I might actually, okay, the final round. Wow, there's a lot of games, man. There's a lot of arcade games, and this isn't counting, oops, wrong button, this one here, right? So this isn't counting arcade multi, which is a lot of the Hotego cores are here, right? So we've got CPS1, 1.5, CPS2, Konami Aliens, Konami Simpsons, Konami Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Namco System 1, Sega System A and B, the New Zealand story. Guys, we've got a lot of cores. I think when it comes to like maybe independent cores, individual cores, maybe Hotego's the one that's actually put out the most cores, right? So let's have a look. Look how many games we've got in CPS. Now, fair enough, a lot of these are regional variants. As you can see, we've got the Hispanic version, USA, Euro, Japan. But some of them might be slightly different. I think I've got like I might even have the ROM hacks on it. I can't remember. I mess around with this so much and go around with so many different micro SD cards. I always kind of forget. Should we have a, okay, you know what, let's go Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition. I don't want to go Phoenix, which is, okay, let's go Japan. For some reason I always like the Japanese stuff. I love the text. It just It just looks so good. Rygar Arcade, no problem. Let me, you know what, I'm going to start making a list comes down. And guys, we're expecting the release of WWF WrestleFest from the Cock Release Group Coin Op Collection. And if that comes out during the stream, then someone just hit me up and say, guys, it's out, because I kind of want to check that. I want to play it and I'd like to do a video on it. I always played the first one, right? WWF Superstars, but you know what, I'll take the second one. I just never, an arcade was never quite around. Oh guys, just want to show you guys some, obviously there's some channel merch, so you can support the channel by grabbing some merch. There should be a link in the description, but there's some kind of Analogue Pocket themed ones there. So you can see one there with a blue Analogue Pocket, a white Analogue Pocket. There's stuff out there, right? There's a nice bubble one. I'll probably show it a few times during the stream, but I don't want to spam all this stuff out, right? But there is channel merch available. 10% of profits will go back to FPGA core development. Haven't exactly decided how to do it, but more than likely it'll be for like upcoming developers. So let's go. Oh, okay, this is okay. Let's just go super. Oh, I probably need to do my buttons, don't I? Again, at least the buttons you can do quick. And I'll likely have to do this for every single game that we kind of do. So let's go Super X and let's just go Ryu, because I really like the Ryu Cobra Kai color. One of my friends is really good with Ryu, but he completely hates social media, so never likes to come on ever. But he's really good. I used to love getting him on the channel. So let's see. Okay, the stick isn't bad, but yes, that lack of space on the left that really does me. Oh wow, he blocked that. I thought that was going to kill him, you know. Yeah, this vanilla stick's right. Yo, Belmont, how you doing, my bro? Hope you're doing well. You know what, for you, at some point I think we're going to do Haunted Castle, right? Because we have got an arcade version of oh wow, hey, come on, I tried to do, what? My down back stopped working. I swear I blocked those. See, on two-player side I can do it because I've got a lot more space with my hand. Okay, some ST, baby. Yeah, guys, I recommend this stick. You know, if you want a good stick for your Analogue Pocket, you missed. It works on the PC and the Switch as well, actually. I don't think I've tried it on the Switch, but on the PC it works well. Like my friend that plays on this, he's all right. He can play Super Turbo really well on a Street Fighter. I just have difficulties doing everything because of how kind of like my hand read. Okay, dragons are coming out. Let me see if I can down block. Okay, down block's working. I just need to maybe exaggerate the movement. Okay, stick seems fine. I don't think I'm gonna. I might adjust the buttons, but I don't think I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna adjust the stick. The stick's actually the stock stick on the 8-bit DOE, the RF, the 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth one via a switch. The stock stick is actually decent. I just went Sanwa because, you know, I've been doing Sanwa for years, and I was like, okay, might as well just. Okay, I thought I was gonna lose that one. Yo, Zero the prototype in the house. How you doing, man? Just doing some. Well, I'm testing this stick out, and we're going through arcade games. All right, I'm gonna give it one more game. Whether I win or lose, we're gonna move on to something else, because you know, playing Street Fighter on FPGA consoles is just the most fun. It's the reason that I got into it. It's the reason that I got the Mister, and I kind of got the Analogue Pocket really to play handheld stuff, right? And then I was like, okay, and I was expecting calls to come out for it, and they did. Okay, we're giving Zangief some grief, guys. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I'm looking forward to a munch later, man. You know, while my wife's away, I'm treating my daughter every 3 days. We have a takeaway, right? So, and this time she wanted noodles, man, and I got myself some as well. I'm looking forward to them. I'll tell you one thing about Super Turbo. If you don't know it, right, as long as you're standing next to your opponent and you do your super, you'll always get them. Come on. Ooh, okay, I won that one. Right now, let's do Rygar. Wicked. Yeah, you know what? This stick is decent. You don't need to mod it with a Samurai. I will change the buttons though, because I've definitely got 6 spare buttons. But you know, do you know what? Do you know when you keep your spare parts, right? I've got them in this cupboard. The only I like, my house is small, especially since the kids came in, right? So storage just kind of went. So I've had this purpose-built cupboard kind of thing, and I've got this massive shelf on it, right? And all my stuff's in there. So I've got a couple of boxes and I've put the buttons in there, but I need to start climbing on stuff and doing some weird tricks in order to get them out, man. So I'll probably off-put it for a while because I've got 2 of these sticks, and in all honesty, I can use either the Samurai one, or if I've got a friend that prefers Samurai, they can use those, right? Not an issue. All right, Rygar, let's find it. So yeah, either stick is good, right? Guys, does anyone remember what was it? Tecmo Core or something? I think it's here. Yeah, here we go, Rygar. See, I can't remember. I'm so glad I kind of remember that. Again, I'd love the games just to be out separate, not as part of a core, but just separate like the Mister, right? So when you look for a game, you look for that game. So let's go US set one. I tend to go for like a lot of the Japanese games. I just like the Japanese writing. I feel like if you don't need to read the text, right? Well, you don't need to read the text. What am I doing? Course settings. Oh, this is interesting. It's got a whole bunch of settings, but it doesn't have all the controls. It doesn't have controls. So I'm at the mercy of whatever controls are set here. Now, by default, I'm going to talk north, east, south, west, right? A lot of the games, the attack button is east and the jump button is south. I can't play that way. I need attack to be south and I need jump to be east, right? That's the way I kind of know it. So let's see kind of like how this goes. Ooh, what's up? Okay, is there a... okay, so there's some games, right, where I have an issue with sound. I think you might be able to hear it. I don't hear it through my display, but it does kind of come through. Yeah, they've got the buttons the wrong way around, man. I've got attack second, and yeah, I've got jump first. So, you know, if I think about it, I can do it. This is a great arcade game, though. I played this on the C64, and guys, like recently the C64 release, I don't know if anyone will be interested in watching a Commodore 64 live stream. It's just it takes a little while to get the games going, right? So the flow might, so I kind of wanted to do that, but I couldn't remember how many good, well, I couldn't remember all the games that I kind of liked on them. One thing I like about this is when you jump them, look, you incapacitate them. Absolutely brilliant. You know, arcade version is really good for this, I have to say. The Amiga version's good. Commodore 64 version, surprisingly, now given what the hardware is, it's very, very well. It works really, really well. I kind of want to do the stage because I like the part he goes through and he kind of goes around the stone. The animation is really, really good on that. Oh, look at that! Got a big sword, guys. There was a 3D version of Rygar out, right? Does anyone remember what that was out for? Was it a PS2? I kind of need to check that out, right? I need to actually stop streaming and actually playing some games sometimes. Keep meaning to play Cyberpunk 2077. I've done like one of the first missions on that, man. That was that was a mistake there. Got to be careful. Yes, I've done one of the first missions on that, and that was epic, man. Like really, really epic. Okay, this is the part I like. The way he kind of goes around there, man. It looks so darn cool, right? Absolutely brilliant. Wicked. Yo, those like wicked. 1943, Capitalist Last. Oh, wicked, yeah. So 1943 went public, so that's really, really good. That actually released as a public core rather quickly, I have to say, right? It works rather quickly, which is very, very nice. You know, I wasn't expecting it to come out that quick because it was only released as a beta recently. But what's really good, right, with Hotego, and if you're a Hotego subscriber, right, is if you're a Pocket subscriber especially, right, there's a lot of stuff that's out for the Mister that will come out. So I know a lot of people, so like I've seen people criticizing or like, you know, having like a little bit of a whinge on Ortego's Patreon, saying you're bringing up more cores for the Pocket than the Mister. But the thing is, it's existing Mister cores that are going on the Pocket, which isn't really that difficult with Ortego's workflow to bring over, right? You know what? Yeah, do you know what? I think, yeah, I don't know if that's my capture card. Sorry, TB Adventures. Let's go to another game. So let's go to another game and let's quit out of this. Yeah. So there's a certain sound driver that with Obsidian.dev's cores, when I record his videos, I can't hear the sound when I'm recording the video through. So it goes to my capture card, then it goes to my monitor. But my monitor's got speakers as well. So it captures the sound. So initially when I did the first time I did a video for an Obsidian.dev core, I said the sound wasn't there, right? But the sound was there. It was there in the recording after. So I had to redo that video from what I remember. Yeah, something weird with some of them. I think it's a certain driver, but I think that's an issue on my end. I don't think that's an issue with the core, because when I played Obsidian.dev stuff in handheld mode, it just worked absolutely fine, like no issues whatsoever. So I definitely think it's to do with my card. Right now, some people say they have issues with bubble, right, getting the coin to work. I figured something out for this. Let's just make sure my buttons are good. Oops, and here we go. Okay, so let's see if we can put a coin. I'm going to press the coin button. I might have already set to how I kind of want it set. Yeah, I mean, yeah, to be honest, wicked, yo, Terminator 2K's in the house. Yeah, so it's nice to get stuff with a Pocket. It's just existing Mister cores, isn't it? And new cores for the Mister means cores being developed from the ground up for it, whereas for the Analogue Pocket, there's a whole back catalogue of ports, some of which aren't over yet, and they're coming over slowly. Okay, so my one worked, right? For anyone that's playing the normal bubble and you can't get it to work, I kind of messed around with the options, and when I went into core settings, there was an option here which was ROM type, right? So I went into ROM type. I think by default it's on this one, the 56 kilobyte IC53256 kilobytes. Once you go on that, look, it'll reset. And I'm going to tell you when I press my coin button, I don't think the coin button works. It's only when I changed it over it worked. Now, you can play the alternatives and everything, so that's all good. But Chris, hope you're doing well, man. Kind of looking forward to that WrestleFest. Hopefully it'll be out. So now, look, I'm pressing my coin button. I'm going to bring the button closer to my mic. It's not working, right? So that's what it is on by default. So if you go to core settings again, ROM type, and I'll change it to this one, then we're all good. Then the coin button works. So that was just me doing some experimentations, right? Because you know what? Sometimes it's good to experiment, right? Not always, sometimes, right? I'm not very good at this, man. I kind of prefer Bubble Symphony, man, on the Saturn. It's wicked. But I love the soundtrack for this, man. Well, let's get what was that, a hot dog on a stick or a really love, like that's something that Tato got brilliantly. I mean, Sega got it in Wonder Boy as well, but these like Bubble, the power-ups you get, they're just wicked, man. You just kind of want to eat them, right? They've never quite worked out exactly how the popping thing works, right? I kind of run in there. I'm good, wicked. I'm good. Yeah, well, you know what? With WrestleFest, right, Chris? We've got obviously in America, they're hours and hours behind us, aren't they? So you know, if they release it at 23:59, right, 11:59, technically it's still the weekend, right? But for us, it's like I think 8 a.m. in the morning, right? So yeah. Guys, get your requests in if you want to see anything on well, what I haven't got on here, sorry, it's on my other micro. I've only got cores that are actually like available either publicly or via Patreon. What I haven't got is I haven't got the IRM M72, the M90, but basically I haven't got any of Boogerman's work in progress cores, M72, Sega System 1, and the reason for that is this one is my main micro SD card. I don't really mess around with this micro SD card. All I do is I put my ROMs on there, I run stuff via the updaters on there, and that's it. So any stuff that's like a work in progress, I end up just putting on a separate micro SD card and use that. So unfortunately, if anyone does want to see any of the M72 or M92 stuff, Sega System 1, you'll have to go back and watch some of the previous videos. I don't have it on this micro SD card. So this is a micro SD card that if you guys had it and you ran an updater, right, you'd be able to get everything that I've got, right? I mean, obviously the only exception is the Hotego Patreon calls, right? That's it. If you're a Hotego Patreon subscriber, you will be able to get everything you see on here. There's nothing on here that costs money or anything like that. So see, again, do you know what? I'm never this decent at Bobble, but an arcade stick really, really does make the difference. And you know what? For all of us guys that grew up in the arcade and the pad is more convenient, it's always plugged in and we end up using that, we get used to that, guys. Go back to an arcade stick, like play stuff on an arcade stick. I'm probably gonna like tank everything now that I've said I play better on an arcade stick, right? But guys, it really does make a world of difference. I mean, what would be better if I had a cabinet? You know, until my kids move out, I can't see myself getting any space, but getting a cabinet, playing stuff on there. I'd love to have like a, you know, those back-to-back cabinets, sorry, not back-to-back, but the Versus City ones or the Astro City ones, but having them side to side, because, you know, I want to socialize as well when I play. That's kind of like my dream at some point, man. Yeah, so hopefully, yeah, hopefully one day, right? One day. I know Chris has got like a whole bunch of arcade equipment. I think at one point, Chris, did you have, was it the Outrun machine or the Hang-On machine? I can't remember. You told me you had that in your old place, but then you had to get rid of it, man. That was just fantastic, man. Amazing stuff. Oh, those wells are getting mad. Okay, let's go on to something else, right? I'm gonna let go of the stick. Let's load something else up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, not a big fan of that Tokyo game. You know, there's a lot of games on a lot of these calls. What we're doing? I need to exit the call. Sorry. Oh, Outrun 2 Special Edition. That's what you had, man. That's amazing, man. That from a wife's perspective, right? That will be like the biggest eyesore in there. But from us, it will be like, nah, this is what we want, man. There's a good game that I like on. There's a good game I like on CPS2, and I feel like a few people know about this game, but I feel like more people should actually play it, and it's really, really good. Hopefully I can remember all the mechanics and stuff in there. Let's go with the Japanese version, only because I really do like the Japanese text. I think it's wicked. Oh, we've done Rygo, wicked. Ghouls and Ghosts, wicked, we'll do that. You just want to see me get pwned, man. I prefer Ghouls and Ghosts. Actually, no, I might prefer Ghosts and Goblins, actually, because I used to play that a lot on the C64. But yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts is tough, man. Yeah, TB Adventures Bubble is a classic, man. I mean, as soon as you hear that soundtrack, you see those dark visuals. It is arcade, right, isn't it? Oh, TB Adventures, I'm in Japan right now. Whoa, corn dog, battered deep fried hot dog. It is known as America dog. Wow, wicked, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I've got a friend that lives out in Japan. He went there teaching, and he went to the markets the other day, and I'm after like a PC Engine controller, right? You know, I want the classic, the Japanese one, right? I've got the 8-bit dull one, but I've got the TurboGrafx one, and I had the PC Engine. So to have that nostalgia in, right, I actually want the I want to turn it down just a tad. I want the PC Engine one, because Mr. Addons is kind enough to give me a whole bunch of adapters. I've got the HDMI adapter to use on the Reflex or the Snacks or Snack. I've got that stuff out there to use, and I want to use it with my Mr. Man. Wow, this goes loud all of a sudden, doesn't it? I know Hotego's been working on the sound for these. In fact, the previous stream I did on the Mister, when I ran like a Street Fighter game on CPS2 or even CPS 1.5 stuff, guys, that was yeah, that was very, very low. This game goes loud. So, Chris, he's up there. So, Hotego's updated a lot of stuff on these calls, right? And the sound, you might get it going loud at certain parts, and it might be a bit lower, but it's accurate, or it's more accurate to how the arcade version was. So, in the arcade, I guess, you know, you wanted loud explosions and things going off, so people would be attracted to it, right? When other people, when someone else is playing, or when the attract mode is going on. So, I guess that's where I've done it. Oh, let me do my buttons. Always got to remember to do buttons. Controls, okay, shoot. Oops, no, up here, cool. That works. Really like this soundtrack here, right? I don't know which one to go with. Well, the Capcom are generous with their time. Look, you got like, I've still got like 30 seconds left to pick my character. Okay, this person. I kind of like the fire of Shinosuke. Is that how you say it? But that guy looks kind of cool, right? With his cyborg kind of eye. But I like the rate of fire. Oh, okay, that's not bad either. I think I'm gonna go Shinosuke. Let's do this. And what was this again? There's a way you can either reflect the fire or absorb the fire. I think you can do that, right? Okay, I have to work it. I used to play this a lot. I think, you know, I never played this in the arcade. I played this on like the, okay, like GT, try to get. Okay, oh, nice. Okay, cool. Because I know someone mentioned to Salal Retro Gaming over on one of the Discords. I think you might have been around in that chat as well. Which was someone said to maybe speak to JT about getting something, like maybe the JT framework to get it converted over to Pocket. Okay, so that's a shame. I'm sure it will come, right? I mean, Salal Retro Gaming is a talented guy. He's come onto the scene. He's brought over Toki, part reverse engineered, part main stuff. But you know what? It is just wicked. It's good to have it. I mean, I played it in the arcade, and the version that I'm playing now on the Mister, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm not finding anything different about it, but I'm basing that on memory alone, right? So that's good. Again, this is a very, very good shmup. And what's good about this shmup as well, you don't need to rotate your TV. I haven't got where I've got my stand mounted. There used to be a TV like Vesa stand. I can pull it out and do stuff with it. But what I can't do is I can't rotate it, which is a shame, because for some of the Tate mode games, it would be nice to have a screen that's rotatable. But hey, you know what? Cool. But something like this Capcom title here, just ooh, let's bounce. Okay. This title here, yeah, it's in your normal, you know, whatever aspect ratio, closer to 4:3, if not exactly 4:3. You can bounce the bullets back. Whoa! Again, a nice mechanic for it. And I feel like Gigawing doesn't get enough recognition. You know, people always talk about like, is it Ikiruga? What's the other one on the Saturn? Name's just not coming to me now. What's that one on the Saturn? It's Radiant Silvergun, is it? Yeah, I mean, those games get a lot of credit, and I'm sure they're good, right? I haven't played them too hard. Played Karuga a little bit, and that's this. But I think this one's really good with its kind of bounce, you know, the bullet back at the enemy mechanic. And if you're good at it, unlike me, you can actually, you know, use all that stuff wisely and nicely. I think, oh, yep, I lost another life there. Oof. Okay, cool. That was it. Right, we're doing Ghouls and Ghosts for Chris is Retro Gaming. Is this MAME on the Pocket? No, this is not MAME on the Pocket. This is a game on a CPS2 called Powder Keg. Powder Keg. It's a CPS2 game. Oh, was Ghouls and Ghosts CPS2 or CPS1? I think it was CPS1, wasn't it? Let's have a look. No, so we're gonna go out of this call. I think there's a CPS2 conversion for it, but I can't remember if I've got that on here or not. I think it's part of like the Diashlock alternatives. And Chris, you've added some additional games as well as Diashlock, isn't it? Isn't it both of you? And you've got really good artwork as well. So guys, Chris's Retro Gaming actually does some of the artwork for like, you know, the presets when you see them. I can't remember which pack I'm using, to be honest. But yeah, let's have a look. Ghouls and Ghosts. Okay, Ghouls and Ghosts. Let's go world. Don't know if there's any regional differences or anything. Right, let's have a look at chat. Ghouls and Ghosts. Okay, so that's interesting, you know, Chris, about the Toki. So I don't know if that was Salal Retro Gaming working in like the JT stuff on GitHub. It may well have been him doing it, quite possibly. Who knows? TB. Inoshike. Okay, that kind of sounds about right. Yeah, so MAME isn't available for the Pocket. There's a way of playing MAME via your PC, but using your Mister as like a GPU, a graphics card, and outputting. And you kind of get rid of a lot of the input lag. Apparently, it's a very, very good experience. Unfortunately, I don't have a TRT set up. So for me, if I was to set up Groovy MAME, yeah, I've got one of my digital displays has got a VGA input, but I'm sure VGA on digital stuff isn't that good, right? So again, great intro for this game, great graphics, everything about this. Now, wicked. Let's do this. Okay, so. Love the soundtrack. I wonder how many video games are out there where your girl gets kidnapped, right? Or, you know, you're fat. When this one, oh, sorry, I was looking at, oh, I need to do the buttons again. And, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I like that you can fire up in this. That's a big improvement. I love the soundtrack for this, man. That guy turns into a duck, doesn't he, if I remember correctly? Actually, you know, on an arcade stick, I can do the different kind of controls better than I can on pad. Yeah, baby. I'm golden. Oh, is this the bit where it starts disappearing? No? Okay. Oh, this bit is annoying. Ah! Wicked. Do you know what, the soundtrack's wicked, Chris? Soundtrack is just wicked. I think, you know, the weekly news videos, obviously I run different soundtracks on there. And yeah, I think Ghouls and Ghosts might have to be an option for it. I think I used Shinobi in yesterday's video. Is that going to give me armor? Give me armor, give me armor. Oh, God, what a trap. This is a proper troll game. This is a difficult game, but I know many people like this, man. I know many people love this. I think one of my friends, when he got his Super Nintendo, the Super Famicom, right, on import, the game he got with it was Super Ghouls and Ghosts, right? And what a regret, right? What a tough game. I think he ended up being a master of it, but man, it was tough when you played it. Yo, Retro Alarm's in the house. How you doing, man? Retro Alarm, wicked. The best alarm is a retro alarm. In fact, you can put retro in front of any other word out there, and if you put retro in front of it, that item becomes the best. What's the best tuner? Retro tuner is the best tuner. Retro alarm is the best alarm. What's the best retro gaming? Well, it's Chris's retro gaming. Okay, so let's load something up from CPS1 here. So get your requests coming in, guys. I'm quite happy to go through them. Oh, really like this. This has got a good soundtrack as well, Chris. This has got a good soundtrack. I like the soundtrack for this a lot. Okay, well, I'm going to stop. Why am I doing that? The sound will come up in a second itself, and it's better than what I can hum. Wicked. You can charge shot. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So with a gold costume, yeah, when you get the gold costume, you can charge your shot. Does the game actually give you enough time to charge? It's hectic, man. So one of my young cousins, from like the next generation, right? So I'm in like my mid-40s, he's like in maybe his early 20s, right? So yeah, actually, yeah, around early 20s, mid-20s at the most, right? Someone when he was a kid gave him a challenge. They said to him, oh, I bet you can't complete Ghost. I think it was Ghost and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm pretty sure it was Ghost and Goblins, right? And he took it upon himself to kind of complete it and get out there and smash through that game. And you know what? The guy can like 1cc it. The guy's amazing at games, right? Like amazing. So yeah, just watching him play it, man, it's absolutely amazing. Now, I really like this beat 'em up, Captain Commando, right? I like this beat 'em up a lot, but I have to say, I can't stand the last level in it, man, where it kind of goes all cosmic-y and a little bit weird. But the early parts, so if you were just to play this in the arcade, right, and do like a little bit of the game, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just the end level, but that happens in some of these beat 'em ups, right, where they're kind of dragging it along to try and get your money. They're not as good on the last level a lot of the times. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. What's interesting as well, speaking to a friend of mine earlier so he was watching a Street Fighter stream on YouTube, and he met someone on there that he used to play Street Fighter with in the arcade, going back to like the Capcom versus SNK 2 days, right, and the Street Fighter Alpha 3 days. So he started speaking to the guy and they got in touch again. So I was speaking to him earlier, and I know the other guy as well. If anyone knows UK FGC, the guy that he kind of come with was known as Lebowski, not the Big Lebowski, just Lebowski. So he was the guy's actually, he's left Street Fighter stuff and he's playing a lot of Final Fight, and he can like 1cc Final Fight, and he knows how to go through the game properly. So hopefully one day I can get him on a channel where he can 1cc or play Final Fight and give commentary about how to kind of go through it and kind of destroy everything. So that would be, or kind of get everything without getting hit, and exactly where to stand, exactly how to manipulate the system. So that would be wicked. Let's have a look at some of the chat as well, because I do like reading the chat, guys. When I bought Super Ghouls and Ghosts, a friend and I stayed up all night until we completed it. Wow, Retro. But Retro Alarm, sorry, are you Alarm on the Discord? Yeah, just Alarm, because I think your avatar's the same. So I'm speaking to Alarm, Retro Alarm, same person. If so, yeah, man, I think I've seen you or heard you mention 1cc's before, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be interesting, man. If you ever want to come on the channel, maybe we can arrange something, right, where you can come on and 1cc something, as long as you're comfortable talking while you're doing 1cc's, or you can kind of talk through about how you manipulate the system. That would be quite interesting for a live stream, right, to have someone that's more skilled at the game. Actually, I wouldn't even class myself skilled, but I did enjoy. So on Friday night I did a stream. I didn't advertise it pre the stream in case we had a technical issue, because I don't usually have other people on my stream. So we kind of worked something out, but I had Mazamars, who's the core developer for the Amiga core, the Neo Geo Pocket core, and the PC Engine CD core for the Analogue Pocket. So we were going through the Amiga core, going through like Amiga stuff, and that was really interesting. I enjoyed that stream, and that's why I'm wicked, Alarm. So you are the same person. So you know what, Alarm, maybe one day, if you're up for it, something like Fightcade, if you're alright playing on that, if you want to go through something where you're very comfortable with the game and you understand it and you want to give it some commentary, and we can, it's more like a chill out one, like play it, talk about the game and go through it and do a live stream, then if that's something that interests you, then I'd love for you to come on the channel with your skill set, you know, kind of like Taken. I've spent a whole lifetime acquiring these skill sets, and I'm going to get you, maybe we can give it that kind of Taken theme. But it'd be nice to have yourself on there playing a game, talking through it, letting everyone know about it. Maybe there's people out there that, you know, a lot of people are off put by arcade games because they feel they're coin guzzlers. They are. However, you know, there are people out there like yourself and other people that 1cc stuff. Mr. Walrus is also someone else that comes to mind that can actually manipulate the system and get it to work to their advantage. I'm definitely not out of those people, but it's nice to have people like that around. I appreciate watching 1cc. So yeah, definitely, you know how to get in touch with me. I'm pretty sure we're on some of the FPGA Discords together, so if you're interested, reach out. Actually, I think I've got a DM open with you as well from a while back, so maybe we can talk and just get something like that going. But I don't intend to play. I just intend to chat while you play and just kind of go with the stream. So all right, we've seen enough in the track mode of this game. Let's run another CPS1 game before we let's see what else is on there. this is interesting. Cheeky Cheeky Boys, right? Sounds like a really bad boy band, doesn't it? You know, we are the Cheeky Boys. Does Outrun work? We can test that for you. Gaming is still life. Kind of like that name, man. Dig it. Outrun. Now, do you know? I know a lot of people love Outrun. They think it's an iconic game. I don't really play it too much growing up, so it's not my biggest kind of one. Ooh, what's going on here? How do we get out of here? Can I? Okay, so let me download, or let me play a different version. Okay, it's only one thing of Cheeky Boys. I can't remember how to get out of this, to be honest. So we might have to give that a little. Hopefully it will. Yeah, oh, Wicked is starting. Okay, I don't know why it went into that earlier. Hopefully it won't either. This is an interesting game, man. I think Outrun. Okay, I don't want to just. Oh no! Come on. Okay, all right, Wicked. Nice. How do I just get into game? That's all I want to do. Okay, you need an older version. Oh, okay, cool. All right. You know what? I don't think I've got an older version here. I think that's the only one that's in CPS1. Weird. Okay, unless there's not an alternatives folder here, is there? Oh, there is. Okay, cool. So let's see if one of the alternatives work. Hopefully it does, right? Let's see if it does. Wicked. Cheeky, right? So I've got Outrun on the list. Oh man, it's so much better since I've got a writing pad, right? Than Post-its. It's just so much better. I can write a whole list. I can flip the pages. All good. Go back and forth if I need to. Okay, is this one? Oh, we're good with this one. And the advantage of having, oh, you know, before I put my name in, I want to do my buttons. Oh, there's a special here as well. Nice. Okay. This has got really kind of like floaty jumps, right? And it's kind of decent. Very, very good game. I really like these cutie kind of platformers, right? You know, whatever they're called, hack and slash platformy games. This, Willow, Legend of Hero, Tomna, always liked them, man. They were just, you know, as a kid, they were just wicked. And no offense to the vegans here, I'm killing a whole load of beans. But you know what? We kill enough meat stuff here anyway. Again, the boss is wicked here. Kind of, what's it? Gangs up into that 4 rotating thing. Wicked. What's the special? Nice. Okay. Oh, sorry, I thought those little things there were power up for a second. Let's give you a bit of special. Okay, interesting game, man. So guys, this CPS2, if you haven't got this on your Analogue Pocket, man, the updaters will just fetch this for you. This is a public release. So you know, you don't need to be subscribed to any services or anything like that. You can just play it, bang out right for free. And CPS2 is it's one of the best systems out there, man. Sorry, CPS1, right? Sorry, CPS1, I think. Or let's just say CPS1 and CPS2. Two amazing arcade systems, and obviously the Neo Geo as well is a great system. I do like on the Mister. I'm not using the script myself, but Funky Crow tries, where he's got that script that lets you put Neo Geo games in the arcade games, which is quite good, because you know Neo Geo games really are arcade games, right? But it was a system that was available. Okay, no. I can't remember if this has got a checkpoint. Ooh! Yeah, wow. Game design back then was so good. I love the way it looks when he takes a hit, right? Okay. But the sound was a little bit louder in that one. So what are we doing now? We're doing outrun, right? Someone said outrun, so let's go outrun. Wicked, nice one, Retro Alarm. That sounds good. Yeah, the spinners look really good from Grumpy Old Gamer, man. So what games are supported? Obviously, I know Arkanoid is supported on there, but what other games can we kind of play on there? Oh, okay, wicked. So I think it's earlier. Okay, let's go deluxe sit down and then just run that. Wicked. Looks like the line not showing. Motor warming up. Is it going to warm up? Oh, actually, you know what? I wonder if you can. Yeah, you should be able to play some racing games with a spinner, right? Like spin left, right, buttons to accelerate and whatnot. What the hell? Where's my car gone? What is going on here? Okay, accelerate brake. I can. Yeah, this one's definitely broke, right? There's no car. Like, was there a special first-person mode of this? Right. Okay, so let's go through them, right? So let's go to this earlier version and check it out. Morphs, you know what, in regard to cheat codes, right, from what I understand, you can insert like Game Genie cartridges as a ROM or something. Need version JT. Oh, okay. Sorry, Chris, is that for me? You need version that JT posted. I don't know. I've just run the update of everything here. So, okay, again, we're missing a car in this one. Okay, so I'm not gonna have I not got the right one then? Yeah, is that, are none of these gonna work, Chris? Okay, so where did JT post one? And all right, okay, yeah, there's no car. Okay, interesting. No, Toxin, this is a one-screen game, right? There's just, yeah, I don't know. I think Chris is saying for, okay, for Outrun. Oh, okay, a link in chat. Oh, yeah, no, okay, cool. Yeah, YouTube automatically just kind of blocks those out. To be honest, I leave those default options on there, just more so there's no bad actors. So, guys, as it stands now, I ran the updater just before I've done the stream. If you're running it, then, yeah, the Outrun version isn't quite right. Chris, this is likely to get addressed, right? By the updaters. It's only a matter of time. Ooh, Wicked Retro Alarm, Eco Fighters, Forgotten Worlds, Midnight Resistance, Pop and Bounce, Puzzle Loop. Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. And obviously you can use it with emulation as well, Retro Alarm, so you can get that done. Oh, wicked, all right, cool. Well, unfortunately, I haven't got a network route into my Analogue Pocket like I have on my Mister, so Outrun will have to be for another day. So whoever asked for Outrun, guys, sorry, I did try, but it's kind of broken at the moment until I either fix it. So that'll be something to kind of sort out after this stream. How long we've been streaming for? Oh, okay, coming up to an hour, guys. It really doesn't feel like that long. So, guys, any other suggestions out there? That we can. Oh, actually, I've got a question, Retro Alarm, right? So, okay, I'm going to get the spinner if you can play Forgotten Worlds with it. I might give Grumpy Old Gamer a shout after this stream, right? That's one of the reasons I was going to buy it. Let's put something that's got. Well, let's try this new one here, Commando. So the Commando's beta, right? So, oh, actually, you know what? What we need to check. Is it on here? Hopefully, it is on here. Where's JT Splatterhouse? No, it's not. It's not this one. It's Namco System 1, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. Right. Okay, so Retro Love, I've got a question, right? So if you're playing Forgotten Worlds with it, right? So the way Grumpy Old Gamer's spinner looks, it looks like the spinner on there, you just spin, right? It's not an arcade stick that you can move left, right, and stuff. So if I'm playing Forgotten Worlds, if I'm spinning my aim with the spinner, how am I actually moving the characters around? Or am I using like a different controller in one hand with an arcade stick to move my player around, but then I've got the spinner to do the shots? How does it quite work? Because I thought that spinner only spins left and right, therefore I can only play something like Arkanoid. But if I wanted to play something like Midnight Resistance, where you need to move and shoot in different directions, like let's say like a twin stick shooter, for example, how can I move my character around? Because the spinner's only going to let me aim. That's kind of something that threw me off, because what I would like, and what I played in the arcade, my favorite spinner game of all time is Guerrilla War, and Outzone is another one as well, where it had like a normal kind of stick, and the normal stick you could rotate it around. So as you're moving that stick, you're also rotating it to shift your aim around. But I saw there was that stick that you had to kind of put together yourself, right? Yeah, so but yeah, I kind of stayed away from that one. I was thinking maybe a DIY solution at some point. Okay, what's Chris saying? Forgotten World used stick and spinner. Yeah, so do you have to set up two devices then? Yeah, so you've got your spinner, like Grumpy Old Gamers one, which look really nice. The colors and everything are nice. And then so let's say for example I've got this 8-bit dough stick. Do I then kind of need to? I don't know how I would do it. I've got two separate things in my lap. Is that how I'm playing it? I'm just trying to work out how to kind of exactly how it'll work, right? With two different controllers. Skinner was pushed down. Okay. Right, okay, I'll have to, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to kind of look into it more. Okay, so guys, over here, we'll have to use the stick. Okay, see, that's what's just a little bit off-putting for me. Now I can understand. Okay, you know what? If I had a desk or something, I'll put my arcade stick in, but like I always say, I'm very, very tight for space. So my stick is in my lap. I don't know how I'm going to get a stick and a spinner kind of in my lap and have it comfortable, or without looking like a complete twat. But yeah, that rotary controller is yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe one day I'll buy one if I see one I like. I just didn't like, I want to buy one that's all put together and everything, not something that I've put together, like I have to put together myself. And the other issue is I've got like a number of sticks, man. I've got like 2 Mad Cat Tournament Edition sticks. I've got like a PlayStation 4 stick, like a Hayabusa stick. Then I've got the 2 8-bit dough ones. I ended up selling like 4 of my sticks recently because they're just taking up so much space. I don't have space for them, you know. They were in the shed for a long time. In fact, I think I've even got more in the shed for like previous consoles and whatnot. So that's why I was a bit hesitant to buy it. But I do like the rotary stick. The rotary stick is something that I think is, well, it's just something really, really good. Right, let's check the buttons in this. Okay, so button, okay. Right, all right, you know what, I'm just gonna figure, there's only a jump button in here, I think, that you use. So guys, right. Okay, I always go the Lego stage, right? Now let's go easy. I want to go easy. A lot of people really, really like Pac-Mania. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad game. It's not something I really play, so I don't really have, it's not something that I'm like, oh wow, Pac-Mania's out, right? But can you jump over the ghost? Okay. I was gonna say you can jump over everything. Doesn't that make the game easy? But then then there's another ghost there, right, out there to get you. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So I can imagine if you grew up playing Pac-Man, right, and you had a chance to play this, and you played this in the arcade, this is like, oh wow, okay, you know, Pac-Man has evolved into Pac-Mania, right? Someone like me that never grew up with Pac-Man, apart from like seeing it as a kid, but I wasn't one of those guys that played Pac-Man, right? Like, you know, like crazily or anything like that. So for me, yeah, it's not a release that I'm like, oh wow, I'm so looking forward to it. You know, it's nice, I'll try it out, but I think beyond like doing a stream or doing it in a video, I don't think I'll play it. And you know, it's never a criticism of the game, right? Like, there's a lot of games out there. I'm not going to like every single one. And the games that I like I know people out there that don't like Street Fighter, right? But I love Street Fighter, but they're going to be like, oh, you know what? I really like I don't know, the Space Invaders, for example. So different games, different folks. different games for different folks. Gallagher 88, I know that's supposed to be really good, but again, it's a little bit before my time. So let's get out of this core. Splatterhouse, I think it's okay at best. A lot of people really like it. I don't think it's bad. But it's not one of my favorite go-to ones. I had it on the PC Engine, kind of liked it on the PC Engine for a bit, but then I kind of gave. So let's have a look at some of Hatego's stuff. So you know what, let's do unless someone's got something in chat. Let me run Turtles anyway, because Turtles has got a good intro. Oh, okay, no, we need to go alternatives because I want to pick my Turtle. 2-player version, okay. Oh, this is Hero, man. instead of Ninja. Right, oh, okay, let's have a look at some of the chat you got. Chris's Retro Gaming, I have got Cyborg Force, but you know what, I don't really want to do that in the arcade games. That's more a Neo Geo one, so we saved that for a Neo Geo one. To be honest, I was really fortunate. A friend of mine actually bought it for me and gifted it to me because I was mentioning it and I said I really like the flamethrower, and they were like, here you go, look, I bought you the game. So you know what, thank you. I know you don't really like to be pointed out on social media, but thank you, buddy. Do appreciate your generosity, right? We'll have to use a stick. Okay, cool. Sorry. Okay. Well, the rotary. Okay, yeah, the rotary control. I'm pretty sure it works on a Mister. I've seen people get it and use it and talk about it. So what I have got, right? So when I was going, is this upside down? Okay. So is there a flip screen? I had it on. Why would I have flip screen on? I'm telling you now, guys. I never played this upside down. Ah, man, kind of forgot what I was talking about, man. I think I need to go and eat or something. Yeah, rotary controllers. Okay, completely just left my mind. Right, so let's give this a go, because this is a classic one. Guys, keep your requests coming in. If you want to see any arcade games on the Analogue Pocket, then give me a shout and we'll do it. Like so in the arcade, I used to pick Donnie a lot, right? All right, let's give it a couple of credits. And you know what? When I started playing it recently on emulation and everything, I started using Raphael, and I really do like Raphael, man. I think he's good. Okay, license rotary trick on Mr. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, that's what I was saying. When I got the Reflex Adapt, one of the reasons, because I wasn't interested in it, right? Mr. Adams was like, look, do you want all this stuff? And I was like, look, I'm cool. Like, I just want a dual RAM Mister because of the upcoming Mortal Kombat core, and that's why I got the sponsor, right? So, but he said to me, look, do you play on original controllers? And I said, no, I'm alright with 8-bit though controllers. And then when he said to me, you can use a Joy-Con on Midnight Resistance, I was like, really? So I went on eBay and I found a Joy-Con for £20. So I bought that straight away, and I said, yeah, send me the Reflex and all the adapters for it and everything. And then I tried it on there. And okay, the Joy-Con's very uncomfortable, right? Because you kind of have to use the D-pad. It's a bit difficult in rotating that kind of little steering wheel on the PlayStation controller, and you're using the shoulder buttons to fire. It isn't a very comfortable experience. It's a sound. The sound's feeling a bit off to me on this, guys. Yeah, sound's off for this. I know I'm talking a lot, but yeah, sound is off. So I guess this is on the list of games Hatego's fixing the sound on. So hopefully we'll. Yeah, the sound is way off. Unless this was a sound in the UK version. You know what? I'm curious now. I just want to load a different region to player one. That's UK. Let's load this. Let's see if the sound is the same on this. Wow, that was a little bit mad, because I really like the soundtrack for this game, man. A bit of trivia here. The actual right. So the actual so Turtles Re-Revenge, right? Andy kind of brought it with Andy D. Oh no, sorry, button for jump. So Andy D brought brought that over, right, to like the Mega CD, so it can have all the sound and everything. And he tried adding this sound, the sound for this game, like the normal sound, and it was too tinny. So in the end, he ended up going for Turtles in Time sound for that one. That one's really, really good. If you check out Shredder's Re-Revenge, the ROM hacker Streets of Rage, which is based on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's a very, very good one, right? And that one there, he's got it, so it's got CD quality sound, and it works on a Mega CD core for the Mister. It's really, really good. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go Donnie this time. This was so wicked, man. When you're kids watching those Turtles cartoons, always wanted to eat pizza and go practice with rats in the sewers, man. I'm so glad we weren't stupid enough to actually go down and visit the sewers. Yeah, sound. Yeah, sound is sounding off to me, guys. Yeah, the mixing is off on this. The main riff part is very, very low. Let me turn it up a bit. Yeah, see, the sound's very, very much off on this, man. Very, very much off. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, hopefully this is something that get resolved. Let's load another game. Is there more games in this core apart from Missing in Action? Nah, I don't really fancy any of these. Guys, any requests out there if there's anything you want? Yeah, TV sound is way, way off, man. But as Atego was saying, he's kind of going through his stuff. But he started it. Now someone from his team is actually working on the sound stuff, so he's working on cores. So hopefully all this stuff will get done, right? So, but yeah, at the moment it's it's not something that I'd really enjoy playing, man. I really do like the sound for the Turtles game. It's important. Oh, let's see. Let's go Aliens now. As you can see, I'm a big fan of Hotego, right? Because a lot of the cores that he's brought over cores that I personally played in the arcade, like many of us. Sound's going to be up for this as well, then, no? If the screen's already flipped. Okay, so let's see if the sound is alright for this. This is a good game. Yeah, so I like a lot of the Hotego cores, a lot of the Wicca Wacka cores I played growing up. The Coin Up collection, some of the games they brought out I played in the arcade. So again, like I'm a big fan of the arcade games, right? I play the console stuff a little bit as well, but it's all about. Yeah, I think it's the same issue here with a lot of the Konami stuff then. Oh no, I'm gonna get flame. And guys, this is a public release as well, I think, now, the Aliens core. So, you know, everyone should be able to enjoy this. If I remember correctly, like, I don't always keep up. Like, I'll mention it in the videos, but because I have them on my, because I just have them on my SD cards, right? You know, they're on there, regardless of whether they're public or Patreon. Very, very good game. Oh. When I blow his head up, he goes all crazy, man. Goes all hippie with me, man, with some psychedelic fire. You dead. Okay, let's get out of this, right? Yeah, a lot of the sounds need to go. Yo, C Marvel 360, how you doing, man? So wicked, guys. Anyone just tuning in? Let me give the merch a little plug. So this is done by Donato Designs. We've got some Analogue Pocket stuff now on like Analogue Pocket themed kind of t-shirts. So that's kind of interesting. So let's have a look. Let's see if there's let's have a look at one of these. Okay, Bat Rider. Yes, we go one of these. Which one? Which is? I don't know which one's the best one out of all these. Maybe we'll go. Let's go Bat Rider. I like these shmups, man. I do like the Rising Core. Okay, let's get the merch off screen, guys. But yeah, merch is available, guys. Oh, you want to see Penguin Kun Wars? Hold on a minute. Penguin Kun Wars. I don't think I've got that on here. That's on the Nova Core, isn't it? That's on. Yeah, so I haven't got any of the work in progress cores on here. This is just my vanilla. This is my common folk micro SD card with Ortego Patreon stuff. That's it. I just run the updater with my Analogue Pocket. Because I end up messing around with so much stuff, I've got particular memory cards that are just my normal micro SD card. I don't really mess around with them. I just run the updater on them once in a while. If a new core comes out, I'll put a ROM set on there, but only once stuff is official release. When I'm messing around with stuff, I've got a couple. I've got 3 memory cards in total that I use for the Analogue Pocket, and I just kind of mess around with stuff there. So wicked. Nice. I like that big tox. Awesome. Okay, so the sound is good in this one. So this is right. Let's have a look at the buttons again. Okay. Okay, bump can be down there. Formation can be here. Start 2. Is that for 2-player start? Okay, I don't know what that is. Let's just allocate that over here. Okay, I don't need that. Right. So now let's go. You know what I'm going to do as well? Let me see if AutoFire is working on this. Okay, I don't know if AutoFire is working on a stick. I pressed like the little start button. Maybe it is. The special's so good in this. There's a formation button, right, but it's not really doing anything, so I don't know where you use it. I mean, I'm not immensely familiar with this game. I just think it looks absolutely bananas, man. Love playing it. Look at that. I mean, these 4 swords pop out at you, man. That just looks darn good. I need to go down and shoot at this damn thing, man. Oh, what? I don't even know what hit me there, man. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, man. This game's a lot of fun, man. Very, very, very good core. Boom. Very bad gameplay though. And I picked easy, right? I didn't pick training, I picked easy. So, you know, there's training which is even easier, right? So Chris, Arsenal won yesterday, right? 2-0. Speaking to my friend who's actually a Tottenham supporter. I think Tottenham are playing today, 6 o'clock. I know that because my cousin's parked his car in my driveway because she's around to see her parents. and yeah, there's no free match day parking. Wicked. All right, let's go something else now. Hey, afternoon, Spitfire RAF. How you doing, man? Spitfire RAF 100. Testing out like my new stick, my new stick. Well, the second stick, the 8-bit though one. So that's interesting. Right, let's have a look. I wish if there was like some kind of indicator to tell you. I like the Mad Cat Tournaments Edition stick, right? When you put auto fire on, you've got a light there. You've got 8 lights there. It kind of tells you which one is on. Yeah, which one is on auto fire? Right, Asteroids Deluxe. Let's go a little bit old school, right? Not exactly my game, but I don't know which one it was. Is this Obsidian.dev? Let's have a look. Is that Eric Lewis? No. So let's go Asteroids Deluxe. Yeah, this is Obsidian.dev. So let's see. So he updated it to include the background. Oh yeah, the background's there. Okay, cool. So I know he mentioned that it was there. So that's interesting, right? So we've got a background there. Oh wow. Yeah, I can't do this, man. But yeah, for anyone out there that likes Asteroids, you've got the background in there now, which wasn't in there originally. You just had like the black background, but not really for me. Maybe there was a time I would have liked this as a kid, but now, yeah, not so much for me. I recognize it as a classic arcade game, and I know there's many people out there that absolutely like, oh wow, that UFO thing is pretty cool. Right, okay, let's go some. Guys, if you want any recommendations, get them in. Just whack it out in block capitals, write it down in there, and we can try that out. And a big massive shout out to Obsidian.dev, man. Absolutely awesome guy. Just turned up earlier this year and just started banging out core after core after core. I think the next thing he's going to bring out is some of the other Williams stuff like Joust 2. So Joust I do actually like. I think that's an interesting game. So there'll be Joust 2 out there as well. So let's have a look. We had a look at Bubble. Did we? No, we didn't have a look at Commando, did we? We were going to have a look at it, then we had a look at Pac-Mania. So just earlier this week I discovered Defender for Genesis by Williams Arcade Collection. Wicked. Love it. Nice. So see, Marvel, in regard to Defender, right? Oops. So in regard to Defender, I played something, I used to play Drop Zone on my Atari, which was very similar to it. Okay, it's not exactly Defender, but it's kind of similar. The gameplay is kind of similar. And I really did like that game, man. I liked it a lot. Okay, let's do Commando. I completely suck at this game when I play it, right? Let's see if I'm any better on an arcade stick. I shot a little bit for the video yesterday on the Mister though, because it was just easier to have that. I just kind of had it while I was doing the weekly news video. I had it plugged in. Wow, the sound is loud for this, man. See, this is something that would work really well with a rotary controller. As to whether it can work with a rotary controller is another thing. But that kind of dual, you know, modern games like this with dual sticks, something like Smash TV or Robotron, they just work well because you could run away and, you know, fire in a different direction. But you know what, as a kid, man, like, loved this type of game. Absolutely banging. Like, these games were bliss. Ah, awesome. Wicked. Do you have Defender Core, by the way? Toxin is a friend who helped me get the Analogue Pocket red transparent. Oh wow, wicked. All right. Well, you know what? Anyone that helps anyone get an Analogue Pocket, especially a red transparent edition, is a friend of ours. So Toxin, Marvel, absolutely wicked. I should have the Defender Core, right? I've got it on my other micro SD card from when it first came out, but on this one here, I did run updates, the updater, and I pressed 0 right on update, which should pretty much get me everything out there. Now, hopefully the core is just called Defender. It is. Here we go. Right there, exactly as it says it on the tin. And it's nice to see because this one I haven't added anything manually, right? So everything you're seeing is you know, Matt Piniella, Neil Morrison, and Retro Driven kind of working together to get everything working. Ooh, that is loud. Well, I wonder if you guys will get sound because I don't get sound from my capture card. Well, actually, I'm getting sound now. That's interesting. Obsidian.dev's cores, I wasn't always getting sound, so It's a good game, man. Let's see, I prefer something like this to Asteroids. Oh man, but I suck at it, right? Yeah, I definitely prefer this over Asteroids. Like this is more my jam. Hey buddy, let me. I love it how when the aliens kidnap one of the humans, they turn into like this super alien. And there's no rescuing the people, man. It's too late. Love the explosions as well. Actually, I should use the bloody map up top. And then at least I can find out I've done the level. Wicked. Yeah, the sound's wicked for this, man. It's nice. And the sound effects are very, very... Your laser shot is very much exaggerated. Yeah, baby, get back down there, man. I'll save you. And then I kamikaze myself. All right, that was the Fender. It works, and it works well. So let's go something else. Like I'm more a modern arcade guy, man. Like, you know, Dragon Ninja, Rastan. Ooh, what I was gonna say that the next game I was gonna say was Dragon Ninja, Rastan, RoboCop. Let's do RoboCop, man. RoboCop is a banger. So arcade. I really like how responsive, right? Let's get Japanese writing again because I love it. So yeah, RoboCop is just wicked, man. Absolutely wicked. What a great movie, man, as well. If you haven't seen RoboCop, guys, you guys need to watch RoboCop. Wicked here, man. Good game, Frank. No worries, no worries. C Marvel, is that Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel 360? What does a C stand for? Because there's a C there, but I have no idea why the C is there. Let's do buttons, right? Oops. Next time I play like on a stick, or like when I go back to my Analogue Pocket, the controls are all going to be messed up. By the way, my current ringtone is the RoboCop title screen music, which again to me is sounding off, you know. Maybe, let's see, it's a bit low. Let's see where it goes. If not, I'm gonna have to put it up loud. Let's see, I've made my OBS a little bit louder. Yeah, it's low on my side, so I've exaggerated it with OBS so you can kind of hear it all right-ish. Does it say cornbread over here? Watch, listen. Chris, you know what, when I used to play this game, chips were 38p a portion for a massive portion, and this game was 10p in my chippies, man. I used to play it, and it was one of the games at the end of my road, so it meant I got to play this quite a bit, even sometimes, you know, with my mum around. And just remember, before you get to Ed 209, waste all this. So what version, what stream did we do recently? I can't remember now. There was a stream I've done recently where we played RoboCop on it, and it was very, it might have been the Amiga, you know, very, very accurate to the arcade version. Let's just get rid of this fire. I don't think I've ever been able to do Ed 209, right, without like getting some kind of energy taken off. But this is such a wicked game, man. Such a brilliant arcade game. I think it's possible to 1cc this, but RoboCop, Cop is very, very sluggish in his movement on this. So guys, the sound might be off on this. A lot of potatoes cause he's redoing the sound on a whole bunch of them. So you might find that yeah, sound for some games, well, sounds a little bit off. We have come across a few of those. Some cores have been fixed. Those dudes remind me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I can't remember RoboCop the movie, right? But was there guys with chainsaws in there? I can't remember. Remember like the zombie part, right? Where that guy has that toxic waste or whatever, he goes in there. Remember seeing that as a kid and thinking like, wow, okay. I kind of like this weapon, you know. This weapon's good. Very good soundtrack for this game. Very, very good soundtrack. Oops. So in the arcade, if you could beat the second boss, right, with 1 credit, that was kind of considered alright. But then you have to remember the guy's going to grenade you. I should be close to the second boss now, which is the van, if I remember correctly. Ah, okay. This cokehead's running wild. Oh no, man, no cokeheads, man. I don't even drink Coca-Cola anymore. Our local chippy had Pac-Land. Ah, okay. See, that's good. That's now I know why you like that game so much. Guys, have we got any requests? No, I can't see any requests. If you got requests, block capitals. If not, PCN's just gonna do what PCN does and just go through and play random games. And guys, it's so much fun just playing random. Okay, you know what? Let's have a look at the other game on this core, which is interesting, right? But I don't get this game. Okay, so let's go revision free. I don't know if anything's better about revision free. So again, not really. This ain't really my jam, you know. It's like a fighting game where you fight mythological creatures. But you know what? Yeah, it's just weird. Which one should we fight? Let's go fight Lizard Man. Oh, I am Lizard Man. Okay, cool. Am I fighting Lizard Man? Am I Lizard Man? Can't remember. I tried this once and I was like, no, okay, so I'm fighting a Lizard Man. You fight like Medusa and stuff in here. I mean, it's like, I can't really call this a fighting game, or maybe you can, but you've only got like one. Yeah, you've got 8 ways of attacking. You've got a jump button. I don't know. It doesn't feel very strategic or fulfilling. Now, I'm sure there's strategy there. Maybe I was going to say maybe attack him when he draws his shield back. Oh, I've broken his shield now. Now you are mine, Lizard Man. I'm going to kill you Rastan style. Oh, he's even done the Rastan attack on me. Okay, so maybe, you know, I'm sure there's strategy to this, right? But this doesn't, you know, when you've got real good fighters out there. By the way, I did try a fireball and a dragon punch motion, but yeah, no joy. Die, Lizard Man, there is no escape. Wicked. Yeah, so you know what? Yeah, this is... Okay, so I've done this. I'm going to fight Medusa next. I mean, it's interesting looking, right? Oh, what do I do here? I can buy stuff. But I've got to be quick. Okay, hold on. Oh, look at that. I'm 10 short. I can't believe it. I'm 10 short of everything. Look at that. I could have got myself a mace or like an axe. No credit. No credit. Please give me tick. I'll sort it out next time. I swear. Okay. Ah, here we go. Look at this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get pwned here. Oh, hold on, I jumped off a wall there or something. Okay, I kind of done a double jump there. Maybe that's something you guys need to use. What's this one here then? Ooh, I'm fighting some kind of... Ooh, Gaga. I have to say, character design for this game is good. I just don't really get it. But it runs on the RoboCop hardware, right? Oh wow, you can jump really high. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, and it comes back. Okay, yep, there you go. Not really a game for me, but you know what? It's always nice when you get an additional game as a byproduct, right? Yeah, but not really for me, right? RoboCop is the game of this core. Not really much else. How much time we're out? Okay, 1 hour 34, so probably about another 20 minutes left of this stream or so. I'll try and keep them under 2 hours because then I can upload them to Twitter should I choose to do that later on. Anything over 2 hours, you can't do it. So just for, you know, another place to kind of put it out there while I'm playing for that blue tick, right? Might as well upload some longer videos on there. So look, what do we have? Oh, Double Dragon. Yeah, let's do Double Dragon. That's a classic arcade brawler, right? I never quite know what the difference. Okay, I request a game where you eat a lot. That'd be Pac-Man. Like Barbarian on the Amiga. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that's a good analogy of it. I kind of like with it. Yeah, Barbarian. It was good 2-player, right? And you always gain for that little roundhouse move, right? With it back and well, the only fire button you had on the Amiga, right? And you would do that roundhouse and cut the head off, and a little guy would come collect the body and kick the head. Absolutely epic. Absolutely. This has got a great soundtrack as well. I hope this sounds all right for this. Yeah, sounds low. What's the elbow? Okay, this game was kind of broken with that elbow, right? Headbutt was cool as well. This was, for me, this is the game that really kind of formed the beat 'em up genre, or at least kind of highlighted it a bit more. And then after that, stuff like Final Fight that came out, that kind of elevated it to the next level. But this was really, really good when it came out, man. Absolutely love this game. Really like this on the Atari ST where I used to play it. You know what? I might just have to elbow you. The ending for this game, guys. You know, there's probably, I don't think there's anyone in this stream that doesn't enjoy, doesn't know the ending for Bubble Bobble, right? Bubble Bobble, Double Dragon. I don't think there's anyone out here that doesn't know the ending, right? But this is one of the best games you can complete 2-player. Just make sure, if you haven't played this game and you don't know what happens at the end of Double Dragon 1, like, play it 2-player. Play it 2-player and complete it. Chris, I don't know if the sound on this is proper the way it's supposed to be, where sound effects are a lot louder than like the background music, if that's how it's actually supposed to sound. I'm not exactly sure. Either that or the back. I mean, usually when I'm used to playing it, the background sound is a lot louder. The sound effects in it, the sound effects are fine. In fact, they might be too loud. Looking at my bar. Let me just turn that down. I want to take a hit there. Sorry guys, I realise when I turn it up for certain games where the sound is low, then obviously I forget. I need to remember to turn it down for the next game. Ooh, okay. Any requests out there? Anyone saying, okay, Barbarian, we don't have an arcade core. That's the one. I request a game where you eat a lot. Cool, we done that one. Pac-Man, he's eating all the time. You know what? Let's do let's try and do Champion Edition before I go. And yeah, let's do that. So CPS 1. I'll do that because that's a bit slower, so I don't have to. I won't miss as many moves, hopefully. Well, I say that. I feel like World Warrior. I know it's not the best one out there, right? Okay, we've got so many different Champion Editions here. I just want to play the normal version. I know bootleg. Just. Well, you know what? Where's Rainbow actually? Is it a normal or is it? Oh, should we just let's do Rainbow? Rainbow's very, very broke. And this is the Caddy and Dinosaurs. All right, cool. We'll do some Caddy and Dinosaurs next. Right, I've just wrote that down because I'm gonna forget stuff. What have I done? Did I not load up or what happened here? Okay, let's do Caddy and Dinosaurs then. It's a good game, man. I completed this with my kids on stream on the Analogue Pocket. The only thing I have to say, that, and this is a criticism of something that's lacking on the Analogue Pocket cores, is the two-player controls. We weren't able to change controls on them. Looks like I've got some scan lines on or some effects on. Let's have a look. So let's go core setting. Yeah, so we're playing it on controller. That's my controller kind of thing. Okay. Shall I? You know what? Shall we leave CRT Triniton on? Let's leave that on for now. Hopefully it's not looking too bad. If you're watching it on a small device, it might look worse. Let's have a look. My guy Mustafa, man. And yeah, John Jimmy Wicked, man. It's actually a full name, John Jimmy. So it reminds me of the ballad of Ricky Bobby, right? Two first names. Awesome stuff, people way, man. Okay, the down up kind of special to put in a combo. It feels a little bit better on a Samurai stick. It's feels a little trickier to do here. Kind of do it, but yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Usually get a shotgun here. I got myself a bazooka. Nope, can't kick it, nope. But the computer can. Haha. Okay, let's get ourselves some street meat, and the fatty jumped down there as well. Oh man, he's pulled a gun out of me, man. So guys, if you're looking for a good stick, this I recommend this 8-bit dull one, man. You don't even need to mod it. If you mod it, it becomes even better. But even just out of the box for arcade games, it plays really, really well. I'm using an RF dongle. It even came, so 8-bit dull do this updater tool, right? And I went to update the dongle and the stick. It's just something that I usually do if I don't want to die. So what I usually do, whenever I get an 8-bit dull controller, I run the updater to see if there's new firmware out for it, because often there may be issues with, you know, certain setups or certain features in there. And when I went to do the update, everything was the latest version. I think the stick's on version like 1.3 or whatever, and like the dongle was up to date on version 1.0 or whatever. So yeah, man, it's a good game currently. But at least when I bought it on Amazon like 2 or 3 days ago, it was it wasn't £60. It was £60, which I think is a bargain, because when you try and buy like a normal bigger stick now, they're like £200-300, man. It's nuts. I mean, I'm still rocking my Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick, which I really like. If I'm playing Street Fighter on Fightcade, that's the one that I want to use. Oh, I've got auto fire on from the shmup. It does work. Let me try and turn it off quickly. Oh wow, it's very easily done on this stick, you know. Hold down the start button and then yeah, press the button of your choice. Very easy. It just doesn't have a light indicator like the Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick. It's got like 8 lights on there, and you know, and depending on which button you allocate auto fire to, the corresponding light comes on, so you know which one's there. Very interesting. They've done a really good job with that stick, man. How much was that when it came out? Actually, I think it was 150. Actually, we managed to get, a friend of mine managed to get a whole bunch for 50. So that was really good. We ended up getting some really cheap ones around the time of the 360. But yeah, now the same kind of sticks, from what I see, are like £200 to £300. The worst thing is, if you're buying stuff for modern consoles, everything's proprietary, isn't it? So you have to buy like a new stick. As I only game on the PC. PC's where I game, right? All my modern stuff is on the PC. I've got a Switch that is my only current generation console. I'm really not interested in a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series, right? They have nothing at all to appeal. I'm finding it difficult to do the special on this as part of a combo. I can do it like willy-nilly, but like punch. Yeah, it's a little bit harder. A little bit easier on the Samba stick. Guys, if you've got any other requests, you know, as soon as my credit goes on this, we can do another game. Okay. I'm gonna get street meat. Oh wow, this credit's gonna last some time, hopefully. Get in the dynamite. Hey, am I taking too long? I've got a timer. I'm not used to seeing that. Oh, I remember this one. Nasty. What a nasty person, right? Oh. I think that's the first life, right? I should have another life. I did, yep. I thought it was going to dodge all I think there's 2 lives in this. It might be game over. Yep. Again, like the ending screen for this and everything as well. Wicked. Yeah, John Jimmy. You know what? I to be honest, I played the Mr. more for filming. I play the Analogue Pocket more because I like to chill out around the house and play it. And I've been playing like the ROG Ally a bit. My Mr. It mainly comes alive when people come around. When someone comes around and we're playing like multiplayer arcade games, or even last time. I used the Reflex Adapt 2 Super Nintendo controllers, and one of my friends, we ended up playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the SNES, man, and it was proper like we were kids again. I mean, this friend of mine, I've only known him, I've known him for like about a year actually, but we've become good friends. So when he came over, yeah, he grew up on the Super Nintendo as well, and so did I. So we plugged in the controllers, and it just felt really, really good. So what we got, how much time we got? Okay, so guys, if I don't see any requests there, so we're kind of all right. So let's run. I want to do Champion Edition. I'm gonna kind of finish on that, right? So let's go arcade multi. We tried Rainbow Edition. That didn't work. If we can get a Rainbow Edition, gang, that'll be fun. So hopefully, come on, run, baby, run. I don't know what happened last time. Sometimes I start looking over at other stuff, so I may not always see it. Wicked. It's running. So let's do chord settings, controls. Okay, we're good. Guys, if you don't know about Rainbow Edition, this is just nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. Do you know what I've been playing as well? I've been playing like my Mio Mini, man. It's so small, Mio Mini Plus. Absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. You know, I just like being cheesy with Go in this. Yeah, really like it. I started playing Zelda The Minish Cap on that. I really want to complete that game again. I just think it's wicked. I got a Super NT just so I could have a multi-tap and Bomberman. Wicked! That's awesome, man. Are you playing? I am playing with an arcade stick. So I've got a couple of 8-bit though arcade sticks. One of them is modded with some more parts. This is the new one I got. I'm using a stock one just to kind of see what the experience is like. And you know what? It's very, very decent. And it's the best way to play arcade games, right? This just cracks me up. Look how fast that looks. So the light one is like that, right? And look at a fast one. Fast one just jets across like a Concorde, man. But yeah, generally like fighting games I like playing on arcade stick. And so for a long time I've been playing arcade games like emulation, Mr. on a pad, like the 8-bit though M30. Most often, but when you play on an arcade stick, man, it's just so much better. I mean, the only difference is this is on my lap and it's not stuck to an arcade machine, but I guess, you know what, can't have everything, right? I see like a lot of guys in America, man, with their massive yards, man, and all the stuff that they've got. It's amazing. You can do some mashup combos in this, man. Right, guys, yeah, this is going to be like the last game that we do, so if you guys want to chat or anything in there, absolutely awesome. I'm just going to try and cheese a little bit with Guile, kind of end the stream in like the next 5 minutes or so. But yeah, it's wicked, man. Like, guys, Analogue Pocket is wicked. There's a lot of arcade calls out for it. I mean, we've only looked at a percentage of them, right? There's so when you play this 2-player, let's see if I can do it. So you can do, so you do that. Okay, I'm not skillful enough to do it, but so what you would do is you would do a sonic boom, right? And then you would jump up, you would do a sonic boom, jump up, sonic boom, jump up. Once you get the rhythm of it, let's say you hit the person only once, right? You're 1 pixel of health ahead of them. You can just keep jumping up one screen and they can never catch up to you, which was really, really funny. You know what? Yeah, man, there's some big houses that I see and I'm like, wow, you guys got all of this? You know, when I have guests, my friends come around the house, I have to tell the rest of the family to go away to like upstairs to the bedroom because, you know, there's one front room and it's rather small. I'll kind of like leave me and like my friend or my friends to it. You know, it's tight over here. Oh, you're trying to bring Guile out of me now, yeah? Guile is wicked in this. And you can change your character, right, as well. You press the start button during the game and it just kind of swaps your character. So guys, on the Analogue Pocket, we have got a lot, right? We've got all our stuff there. We've got all our amazing cores. We've got all our adapters. We've got all our arcade games, but not just the arcade games. We've got the broadcast arcade games as well. Do you know what? I don't even know why I like this one so much. I just do sonic booms and nothing else, and an occasional flash kick. Or guys, what do you guys call this? You guys call this a flash kick or a blade kick, right? Because I think we used to call this blade kick in the UK. In the arcade, it was like blade kick. But then I've heard it as flash kick as well. What else did it? Okay, yeah, Ortega's working on sound timings for a lot of them. To be honest. Yeah, I haven't noticed it exactly, to be honest, but it was more noticeable on like stuff like Turtles and Aliens. A lot of Konami stuff, the mixing was very off. But Ortega is working on this stuff, right? So CPS 1.5 and 2, I know he's fixed. So this is CPS 1. So maybe this is something he's working on kind of next. So yeah, there is. Okay, let's do one more fight and then I'll do the kind of wrapping around, right?
Round 1, fight! Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
Oh, here you go. So that's it. You keep jumping up. Oh, wow. Okay. Not stream. Oh, I don't know. Maybe sometimes the sound can. It has known to happen with OBS where I've had the sound like very late. So it might be. I've had that, but I can't. Obviously, I can hear the sound that is live. That's going on now. I can't hear it. It's only something I can hear in the replay after. It has happened before though. The sound's gone out of sync, and I honestly don't know why it does that. I haven't been able to work it out. I don't know if it does it only on Analogue Pocket stuff. I've got no idea. It could be a stream thing, my buddy. It could be a stream thing. That's actually well said. So I think what was happening last time, maybe my mic was okay, but the actual the game sound was off. It was really annoying because it was a good stream. Right, let's just go. Ooh, let's run the track mode for Strider, right? Because Strider is Strider and it is fantastic. Really like this game in the arcade. Yeah, that's a shame when that happens, you know, because I know Ortega's working on sound stuff. We're kind of expecting some issue to be with some sound issues to appear with some cores. That's a kind of given. We've experienced that during this stream. But yeah, it could just be down with the stream. But guys, you know, I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. So look, thank you everyone for dropping by. Chris, Retro Alarm, C Marvel, JS200GB. Who else we got here? Toxin. Everyone that kind of dropped in, man. TB Adventure. It's been a great stream, man. Zero the Prototype. Absolutely fantastic. Gaming in still life. Wicked to have you guys here. Just a random stream I wanted to do. I can definitely recommend that 8-bit DOS stick. If you're going to mod it, it's going to become even better. But honestly, even the vanilla stick is good enough. Like everything I played there, I played on the 8-bit DOS stick. I plugged in the RF adapter, and the latency is absolutely minimal. I'm not associated with 8-bit DOS or anything. I'm not plugging their stuff because I'm getting paid for it or anything. I genuinely think it's a great arcade stick and it's very good value for money, especially what I paid for it for £60, right? I bought it. I've got one, but I bought a second one. So when my mates come around and my kids are running around the front room or whatever, we've got two wireless sticks that we've got attached to the Mister. That's what I mainly bought it for. But it works well on the Mister. It works well on the Analogue Pocket as well. But guys, you know what? Absolutely awesome. Please stay awesome. You guys are wicked. Really enjoy doing these streams. I enjoy doing streams more than making videos. But you know, because they're just so much fun and we get to kind of chat and do stuff. So Retro Alarm, if you're still around, would love to have you on the channel doing some of your skilled gameplay while I talk your ear off. But that's it, guys. Be awesome to one another.